Hello family, and welcome to my channel by Cat Mystic, where I use my spiritual gifts and tools to provide you spiritual and healing messages. Today I have a message from Ganesha, also known as Ganpati or Vinayaga. Ganesha is an elephant-headed deity in Hinduism known as the god of wisdom, good fortune, new beginnings, as well as removal of obstacles. And I feel Ganesha has called me to give you this reading. So if you are someone that prays to Ganesha and has been asking for a sign, this could be for you. Or if it is your first time coming across Ganesha, then I hope this reading resonates with you. So this is a pick a card, and in front of you, you have 3 different decks of cards. The first one has a black tourmaline little gem tree on it. The second one, a lapis lazuli little gem tree. And the third one is red jasper. So I want you to just take in a deep breath in through the nose. Hold it out through the mouth. Clear your mind. And I want you to go ahead and select whichever pile is calling you. And once you've done that, timestamps will be listed below, so you can jump straight to your reading. Hello, pile 1. If you chose the black tourmaline, which also represents spiritual protection, this is your reading. So let's have a look at, wow, new beginnings. So that's the first card that came out for you. New beginnings. What a beautiful card also. Happiness. I just love that both of the cards are very similar color with these little rabbits or hares jumping around, which also represents fertility, including the eggs. So for those of you that are expecting, congratulations. Oh, wow. This is such a beautiful card. Sanctity, Hanuman. Some of you could also be Hanuman devotees, or you could pray to Ram and Sita, which is, I can see, is up here. Through offering, even the most mundane problem can become a sacrament. What a beautiful card this is. All right, let's put that up here. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to look at is what the obstacle is that you're currently facing. Thereafter, we're going to have a look at the outcome, to what will happen, what is going to happen at the end of feeling all the feelings that come with the obstacle. So let's have a look. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune coming out in reverse. The Page of Swords. And the 6 of Wands. All right. So first up, I am seeing here for this specific collective is that where you are right now in life is not where you planned on being. You saw yourself in a different position and you feel like things didn't work out in your favor. I'm feeling with the 6 of Wands coming out in reverse here that you feel a lack of recognition in some way in your life, like you work so hard for this thing and you're just not getting the recognition that you deserve. And with the Wheel of Fortune coming out here, it also tells me that there is a sense of like you haven't achieved what you're supposed to achieve, or you're feeling a little lost, like a little like you would like some direction would help you right now is what I'm feeling. I also see with the Page of Swords coming out, you could be in a state in your life where you feel like you're making rash decisions, like the decisions that you're making right now are not exactly something that's going to serve you in the long run. This could be because you are influenced or you're just not in a very good mind space. So I am seeing some of the obstacles that you are experiencing right now could be lack of confidence, not speaking your truth, lack of direction, and basically wanting to be somewhere else in life than where you are right now. I also feel that you are looking around at your colleagues or your family or your friends, and you could even be in a state of comparing their life with your own, is what I'm feeling. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump in and look at what is going to be the outcome of all of this eventually. So we've got the Queen of Wands coming out here in reverse. We've got the Fool in reverse. Oh, beautiful. We've got the Four of Wands. All right. So for anyone that is writing exams or any type of exam or any test right now, firstly, I want to wish you all the best. And I see some celebration happening. So this is a very positive sign. I see some celebration happening for you guys. This could even be a marriage. It doesn't necessarily have to be the celebration of, obtaining a degree or a master's or PhD or some other certification. This could also be a marriage, a birthday party, a beautiful celebration representing a milestone in particular though. For some of you, what I'm also feeling is with these wands shaped like 1111, you could be in a twin flame scenario right now. If you are in a twin flame scenario and you feel like things are maybe not going your way, or you feel like, I feel for a lot of you, you could be in a separation right now with your twin flames. You might not be talking, you might be in separation. Remember, this is all to make you stronger. A twin flame relationship basically means that you will go through separation and union and separation and union until all of your flaws come to light and you're able to, move forward in a much more harmonious manner with each other. With the Fool and the Queen of Wands coming out, I also feel like this energy that's going to come to you is going to help you slow down a little bit and make more logical decisions, is what I'm hearing. With the Fool coming out in reverse, I feel previously where you would have just made any rash decision, an energy is coming towards you where you will be learning to make more logical decisions that are based on your needs. I see with this Queen of Wands energy here, you might even have a mentor or a guru stepping into your life to assist you. Even when somebody in a place of a higher rank, should I say, comes to assist you, it's also important to be mindful of the advice that you receive. So whether it's a guru, a spiritualist, a pastor, whoever it is, remember that you also have the ability to make your own decisions based on your own logic and reasoning. So I see in the future for you, I see a lot of celebration. I see a lot of more logical decisions being made that will help you. For those that have stopped praying or have taken a step backwards from that, I do see with sanctity coming out, you are being called into prayer. What a beautiful card this is. I'm also hearing the Hanuman Chalisa. So if you are someone that says the Hanuman Chalisa every day, every morning, or whenever it is, I feel that is being acknowledged with this reading. And I'm also called to say that Hanuman is also known as one of the avatars of Rudra, the god of the storm. And it just so happens that there was a thunderstorm here when I was starting off this reading. And this energy of this Rudra Hanuman energy also represents Shiva, the destroyer. So I feel like a lot of the emotions, like the negative energies and emotions that you've been feeling in your life, will gradually start to fade away. I feel that you are walking into a much more positive energy. And I do feel that with the celebration and this more inclined decisions being made in the future, it's definitely going to take you to a beautiful place of happiness as well as new beginnings. For the new beginnings, I'm definitely seeing someone is expecting, which is so exciting. So congratulations again. And for others, I'm seeing this could be in a different area of your life, including work. So all the best with the new beginning, family. Thank you, Ganpati, for the reading. Love and light. And family, if this reading has resonated with you, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Love and light. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose the lapis lazuli, little gem tree, beautiful little tree, then this reading is for you. If you chose the lapis lazuli, you could also have a connection to Isis or ancient Egypt, as lapis lazuli was a gem that was used in those times. So let's have a look at, wow. So the first card we have is transformation. And what a beautiful card this is, transformation. All right, let me just leave this here because I'm so excited to see what else we've got here. Awakening. Some of you could even be praying to Krishna. What a beautiful deity. Oh my Lord, wake me up from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. Beautiful. All right, let's see. I had quite a few cards that came out for you guys compared to the other 2 piles. Right now, stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled each moment. Beautiful. Right now, aparigraha literally means, I'm not sure if I've pronounced that correctly, but literally means let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. Okay, so message of surrender. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Inner child, allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. What a beautiful card. So I've got some cards here which will represent the obstacle that you're currently experiencing. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Chariot in reverse, as well as the King of Cups. And I've just noticed that not all of this is fitting in the video. All right, let's see if I can move this out here. All right, I'm just gonna have to put it here for now. All right, so the first thing that I am seeing, an obstacle that you could be experiencing is for those that have been in business or started a business and it's not going as you planned. That's definitely coming to the forefront. So you could be in a situation where you feel that you've started a business, it's not going as planned, or you've been betrayed in some way, but there is a sense of like sadness or betrayal regarding a financial aspect in your life is the first thing that is coming through here. And with the Chariot and the King of Cups also coming through, I feel like you know what a logical person you are. You know what a loving, logical person you are. And there's a sense of you just can't understand why things just feel so out of your control, even though you know the type of person that you are. You know you're very capable, but things are just, you know, it's not playing out the way you planned, is what I'm hearing it. It's not playing out the way you planned. So this could even be a job opportunity. So if you applied for a specific job and you felt like you had all the qualities that met the criteria to get the job and it didn't come through, I also feel like this could be the sadness that you are experiencing. Or even if you applied for a promotion and that didn't come through, that could be an area of your life where you are feeling a little bit of an obstacle. How do I move forward from here? So I'm just going to try to move this a little back here. So what we're going to look is what is the outcome of the scenario. So the first thing we have is the Tower coming out. All right, so we're going to have a look at what that is about. The Six of Cups, Temperance, a beautiful angel on that card. Oh, Nine of Cups. So there's definitely extreme like happiness, fulfillment, abundance for you. So we're gonna have a look. A lot of cards came out for you guys. Let's see. 10 of Wands, the Hermit, and the Three of Pentacles. All right, family, I will tell you straight away with seeing this, you know, these cards coming out here, these first four cards coming out here, I will tell you that some of you right now could be in dark night of the soul. And if you don't know what dark night of the soul is, it's basically, I'm just going to move this aside here. It's basically a time in your life where before you are awakened, you kind of get rid of all the negativity that could be holding you back from your true soul purpose. So with the Tower coming out, it makes me like, what is coming to mind is it needs to fall apart to fall in place. And with Awakening coming out right over here, it does tell me that some of you are going through a spiritual awakening right now. And family, I will have to tell you, a spiritual awakening tests you in so many areas of your life. A spiritual awakening is basically a test to see whether you are ready to level up to the next spiritual level in your life. And I feel like things are falling apart to fall in place. The dark night of the soul represents a place of like sadness and feeling isolated and feeling, well, that's what it is here. It's a feeling of like isolation. It's a feeling that all the hard work that you've put in hasn't given you the fruits that you were expecting during this time. And for some of you, I also feel like when you are in the state of spiritual awakening and everything is testing you, I also feel that some of you are thinking about your childhood. And with inner child coming out here, I feel like if you've been through any trauma growing up as a child, or if there was any trauma, any lack, all of that is now playing on your mind. All of those emotions that held you back linked to trauma is also playing on your mind. It has to fall away in order for everything else to fall in place. For this pile in particular, I feel that you are going through intense healing right now. You're going through intense healing. And during this time where you could be feeling a little down right now, I feel you're also learning to ask for help if and when you need it, whether it is work, family, whichever area of life it is. I see you also learning to ask for help as well as give help. So if you were someone in the past that wouldn't really have assisted a person if they needed something, I see like that's also changing for you. I see you also learning balance and moderation. So if you're a person that gave too much previously, you're also learning balance. So the outcome of whatever obstacle that you are facing right now, firstly, Spirit is saying the outcome is a more healed version of yourself. Firstly, you're going to be a more healed person going into the world. And with the Nine of Cups coming out, it shows me like in the future how you will feel. I feel that you are a leader and you will be a great mentor to people as well. So what I do want to share with you also is something that helped me during my healing journey, which is called shadow work journaling. You take a pen and a book, pray over it if you'd like, and basically every time you get triggered by a specific emotion, go ahead and write it down. Write it down and then maybe think about where it could have come from. So for example, I came from a home where there was a lot of abuse happening with me and my little cousins, in particular the females. And every time I found myself as an adult in a situation that reminded me of when I was younger, I would just have a panic attack, or I would just freeze. I wouldn't know what to do. And so when I started shadow work journaling, I started writing down, this is how I feel. I just froze when this happened. I had a panic attack or whatever it is. And then as I thought and thought, like, where could this have come from? It started to come to me. Every time I heard the sound of a door lock, I would have a panic attack. And then as an adult, when I heard a door lock, I would have a panic attack. So whatever it is that triggers you, write it down or say it out loud or talk to someone about it, because once you get it out of your system, it no longer controls you. And, especially trauma, I'm going to do a whole video about trauma in the future. So if that resonates with you, please stay tuned to the channel. I'm going to deep dive into it. But if you are someone that has gone through trauma growing up, I feel like that is something very difficult to heal from, especially if you don't know how, you don't have the tools, or you don't have the support. If there are no humans around you that can assist you with this, talking to God is your next best option. Whether it is Ganpati or Krishna, Jesus, whichever God you pray to, reach out to your God, talk to your God out loud, however it is. It reminds me of a verse in the Bible: do not rely on the arm of flesh, for the arm of flesh will fail you. Instead, rely on the Lord your God. Now, I could have said it a bit differently, but that's basically the essence of the scripture. So I feel that's also a call from God saying, come to me. I will help you. Tell me what it is. So prayer is so important as well. Family, that is the message that I have for you. I hope this helped. If this video resonated with you, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for listening. Love and light. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the red jasper, which is this little tree here, then this is your reading. The red jasper is a gem that can also be used to help you balance your root chakra. Something else about the red jasper is it's known as the supreme nurturer. It helps you to balance your energy, and that includes like aggression or any energy that kind of makes you feel like a bit out of balance. So if that is something that you need, a little bit more groundingness, then maybe some red jasper could help you there. So let's have a look at your cards, your path. Have courage to follow your own path. I love the antlers and the full moon here. Something about bucks or stags is that they actually shed their antlers once a year. They just fall off and they grow back. So I feel like this collective could have been going through a lot of changes year after year, a lot of shedding of their old antlers and growing new ones, deepening. Black cat. Once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping detachment and surrender. They bring the peace of God. A lot of you could be old souls here. Butterflies representing transformation. A lot of you could also have cats. A little black kitty also. I am a cat mom, so it's always exciting to see cats. All right, let's see what else we've got here. Humility. I see like a lot of you have been praying for a sign with this man shape, this man holding his hands together, basically in the form of prayer. Allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. I love this little dog here. Some of you could have dogs. the owl representing a wise old soul again. We've also got the dragonfly, which to me represents ancestors. So a lot of you could also be praying to your ancestors for a sign. Humility. Beautiful. With this card, it definitely points out a connection to spirit in some shape or form. So if you have been praying for a sign, this could be it. Let's have a look at the obstacles that you have been experiencing. All right, so we've got the Three of Swords here. We've got the Star coming out, and then we've also got Strength. Okay. All right, so first up, we're going to have a look at the obstacle, and then we're going to have a look at the outcome or the way forward. So first up here, what I can see is somebody is just coming out like of heartbreak or of a relationship. So this could have been a relationship that you were in. You really thought this was it. This was the one. This is the one you move forward with. And I see like that could have not worked out for some of you. And also with this relationship that didn't work out, I feel like it really damaged your self-confidence in a lot of ways. I feel like for some of you, it made you feel like you're not worth it anymore. Like you tell yourself, I'm just not worth it, is what I'm hearing for some of you. With the Star coming out in reverse here, I also feel that a lot of you, with the stars also representing the chakras, I feel like a lot of you could be just feeling out of balance and you're not sure where it is stemming from right now. I feel like there's so many different emotions going on. You just don't know where to start. And for some of you, I'm feeling like there's so many things going on in life. You've got so many tasks. This could be at work, at home, wherever it is, that you just don't know where to start. It's so overwhelming that you're not sure how to move forward. I also feel that a lot of you could have started new projects or new initiatives in some area of your life, and it hasn't basically been showing you it hasn't been giving you the rewards that you expected, is what I'm hearing. So some of the obstacles that you are facing right now, pile 3, is heartbreak, lack of direction, overwhelmed with tasks that you have, lack of self-confidence. Basically, the long-term vision that you once had, you no longer have, and you've not yet sat and thought about a new vision, is what I'm hearing. So let's have a look at what is the outcome or what is the way forward. What is the outcome or what is the way forward? Oof, what a beautiful card. First up, we have the World. So I'm just going to put this here. We've got the World, the Nine of Swords. Let's just cover that up a little. The Queen of Swords, beautiful card, really. I really like that card there. Five of Wands, all right. And the Eight of Wands, okay. So firstly, whatever this outcome is, I'm seeing a very quick moving energy. Now, the World represents completion. It represents, completing major milestones in your life. So I feel the outcome for whatever you're going through right now is still so beautiful. And even though you imagined life would be one way, the way it turns out is still everything that you could have ever wanted for yourself, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially. I feel for some of you who found out about an unfaithful partner, those days of crying have come to an end. And I feel like you spent a lot of time, this is not only about an unfaithful partner, but even any sense of betrayal that you went through with your family or loved ones, even if this was a disagreement that you're healing from with your siblings or your family or a close friend. I feel like you really spent days crying about this, and now you feel like you've purged that energy and you're starting to really think about the facts from a more logical perspective rather than making decisions based on emotion. The Queen of Swords represents a very intellectually inclined individual that uses evidence to make decisions. So I am feeling that you're really going to look at the situation for what it is physically, and that's going to help you. That's going to help you deal with any conflict any internal conflict you've been feeling regarding this decision. I feel whatever this outcome is that is coming to you, it does have to do with you making a decision here with this quick moving energy and with the Queen of Swords coming out. I feel like the ball is in your court, and whatever it is, whatever the outcome is in the long run, it's definitely, you know, this world energy that's coming out here. This is such a beautiful card. This is also the last card of the major arcana in tarot, representing the completion of a cycle. For some of you, this could even represent enlightenment, since I'm seeing a lot of old souls here. And with this path, I feel like some of you could even be called to walk a spiritual path. So the outcome of what you're doing now could even push you into a more spiritual path, is what I'm feeling for some of you. I feel like some of you that are watching this could also be mediums, with this little buck here or stag here in the background that is kind of translucent. I'm feeling that, you know, this is in spirit form to me. This also is telling me that some of you could be mediums, is what I'm feeling. And I also feel like I need to point out that there is, you know, the bosom pointed out in this your path card and in the world card. So I feel that if you are a new mom watching this reading could be for you. And for others, I'm feeling you have so much of maternal energy, is what I'm feeling. You could be a woman or a man, but I'm feeling this maternal nurturing energy is also something that you will use in whatever your path turns out to be. I feel for a lot of you watching this, you could also be counselors, healers, you could be teachers even. I feel that whatever area of life you're in, you are a person that helps people, is what I'm feeling. I feel like helping others also gives you a great sense of fulfillment. And with these other cards coming out, I also feel that you could be an empath, meaning you make decisions based on feeling other people's emotions, but they might not necessarily be a logical decision, because the emotion that you feel when you make the decision is actually not your own. I am being called now to point out another area of your life, which is basically around making logical decisions again. If you are with a narcissistic individual, if you're in a relationship with a narcissistic individual, sometimes you can confuse their scenario or whatever they feel, like any sadness they have or any irritation or anger, whatever emotion that this narcissist has that they use to manipulate you, you could be confusing that for your own energy. And that is why you defend this person around other people when you know it's actually not helping you. It's taking away your confidence, is what I'm hearing. I do see beautiful, beautiful things coming for this collective. I feel like you've purged a lot of energy. I feel like you've already started the healing journey, and now is the time. Now is the time for the decision making. I feel like whatever you've been through, you've cried about it, you've been angry about it, you've said what you needed to say, you've got off your chest whatever you needed to say, and now is the time to make decisions going forward. For some of you, I feel like a vision board would be a great tool for you to just see and envision where you see yourself going in the future. So I do see that as a good idea for some of you. And for others, I feel like whatever situation you're in, you need to maybe create a balance sheet. So create a balance sheet, write down pros and cons on either side, and write down all the pros of the situation against the cons of the situation, and see which one outweighs the other, and that could also help you make a logical decision. But whatever it is with all of the blue that I'm seeing here, I also feel like Spirit is saying, speak your truth. And the first person that you need to be honest with is yourself, because it is your path. I also feel like this tunnel pointed out here with the trees creating like a canopy over the path represents how protected you are. You are a very protected individual, so don't be afraid of where you go, because to me these trees are like your ancestors and they are protecting you. I also feel like you could be this little bunny or this little hare, and this could be a very powerful spirit guide or a deity that you pray to that is adding to this protection. You're a very protected collective. Even with the black cat coming out representing magic, a very protected collective that I feel is going to end up with the world. Is going to end up with the world. Number 21. Family, this is the reading that I have for you. I want to thank Ganpati for providing me with the tools and the gifts to do this reading. If this resonated with you, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I hope this helped you. Love and light.